Yeah, they chased down that pumpkin off.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Now here's Redick. He's got 6. Kicks the ball. Redick dishes to Paul. Anderson with the block. Here's Griffin, and it's blocked by Lewis. They recover it. Jordan with the bucket.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Clippers just way behind.
Right now for the Clippers, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team. Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Paul kicks to Redick. Back to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
LeBron outside. This one for 3. Gets it to go. LeBron's got 7 points for the quarter.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Here's Paul, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, you know, one of the toughest commodities to find in this league, Kevin, is a great point guard, not only on the floor, but off the floor. Chris Paul is a model leader. He's a guy who is probably as talented as any point guard in the league, but his leadership qualities, I think, put him over the top.
You know, it isn't just the inspiration off the court or making big-time baskets. I mean, the way he passes is infectious to his team. I mean, it's contagious, and it usually ends up permeating the whole team. Same goes for his defense. I mean, he'll come up with that big steal and can completely change the momentum with the kind of plays he can make at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Bullock. Griffin a screen on Lewis. Back to Paul. High arcing shot, but he recovers it. Shot's good. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
LeBron passes to Anderson. Back to LeBron. Here's the 3. Gets it to go. LeBron's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Blake Griffin. LeBron is doubled. Battier feeds it to Lewis. It's back to Battier. From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Wade kicks to Anderson. Griffin with the steal. And here is Paul. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's tied as we head to halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime show. Glad you're with us.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we return to a second half of basketball between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Miami Heat.
And the Heat really looking to make this hometown crowd even more of a factor as this game continues. You know, as we look at the MVP race this season, none other than LeBron James right at the top. Surprise, surprise, right? Alongside a rejuvenated Kobe Bryant.
Haslam and Bosh up front. D-Wade, the 2, with Ray Allen at the 3. And it's LeBron at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Now here's Paul. Here's Barnes. LeBron grabs the miss. And guys, who would have thought that Kobe, coming off a torn Achilles tendon at the end of last season, as we all saw, would come back even better than before. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a guy who's 35 years old. So Kobe's work ethic, obviously second to none. I think this comeback will make him maybe a sentimental favorite, which he's never really been before in his career. I love when he takes the ball inside. That's when he seems to really get on a roll.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
LeBron drives in. Paul with the steal. Looking to get it going, and that one's good. Paul's got 12.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Now here's Wade, averaging 20 points per game. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Griffin kicks to Paul. Offensive rebound. He feeds it to Barnes. Ball's knocked loose. To the paint. Allen, covered by Barnes. Kept alive. Wade. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Heat have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Wade against Paul. Throws it up high. Griffin takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. LeBron with it. 23 points in the game. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron.